Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, Gemini friends and friends of Gemini, it's good to see you guys again. I have a message here for you for somebody here who is struggling with what I'm getting is a little bit of a need to shit or get off the pot, but also an opportunity coming forward here to rectify something, to correct something, some sort of behavior, whether this is us or someone else, taking advantage of an opportunity that we've missed before in the past, getting out of our heads and getting into the game. Okay, this is what I'm feeling, Gemini. And as a fellow Gemini Sun, happy to be here, happy to do this. It's been a minute since I've done the signs here, so I'm excited to get into this. I am not doing extendeds for the signs right now. I am still doing extendeds for collective readings. So those of you who do have memberships, you're still getting your goodies, no worries, okay? All right, Gemini, let's get into this a little bit further. So channeled messages that came through for you guys today. I saw a pair of ice skates, and I immediately went to skating on thin ice. So skating on thin ice. I don't know if this is that we are skating on thin ice, right? Based on the rest of the message here that's developed so far, it does feel like maybe we are. It doesn't feel like we're testing the waters intentionally, like we're trying to get out there on thin ice, but there might be a little bit of a warning or an alert coming forward here of like, Gemini, right? It's getting a little bit thin over there, okay? The next thing that came through, it was kind of an interesting image, either scales or cuticle, like the cuticle of a hair strand, laying down. So I saw 3 of them, but one of them was opening up, and it was in a triangular shape. So the way that I took this, if it's a piece of hair, we're opening up to the cortex of the hair, right? Or as something with scales, we're opening up to something that is sensitive, more of the central component of something. So this is where I'm also feeling something is opening up here again to give another opportunity to show something about ourselves, to give information, or even to receive. Somebody who used to do hair, was a hairdresser for 13 years. The way that we color hair, permanent hair color, we have to open up the cuticle to inject that color molecule into, we lift the color and then we put color in there, right? Temporary, semi-permanent, or demi-permanent do not penetrate the cuticle. They just sit on the cuticle. So this is something that is, I feel, is a permanent effect. To permanently color the hair means to permanently alter the structure, the color structure of the hair. Not that it lasts forever, right? So this is something that is a bit of a theme, okay? I'm excited to get into this a little bit more. So Citadel deck is what I felt called to work with here today. 4 of them actually came forward. So the Weaver, Rediscovery and Transition. And then the Guide, Inheritance and Correction. So we're starting to see the story here a little bit, right, Gemini? The Forgotten, Missed Opportunities and Fear of Failure. And then the Smith, Overthinking and Taking Action. So, combination of all of these here, you guys. With the Weaver here to start, I do feel like it's time to complete something. Like in the meditation there, that cuticle or that scale, whatever. Something is opening up so that we can penetrate into that. Something can be released or that we can penetrate into that. This feels like we're getting to the core of us. Passion. What is it that we really want to do here, okay? Whether this is job, hobby, relationship, some conversation that needs to happen between people. And that's come through a lot, actually, Gemini, for you guys. I know it's been a minute since I've done the signs, but that message of like talking to somebody has come through a lot. So maybe there's another opportunity here to approach something from a different angle. The Guide with Inheritance and Correction. So I get a chance to make things right here from this card. This is, there's a path that's been laid before us here. And that is our fate, if you want to look at it that way. Our fate is to work to correct the misdeeds or the wrong footing of our predecessors. We have to. It's in our genes, right? We either transmute it or we carry it with us. So an opportunity to make something right or to change something, to make a different choice. With the forgotten here, missed opportunities, fear of failure. I do feel that there was something that was missed, whether this is a relationship, job, hobby, passion, like I said. But this fear of failure here, we have to still try. We still have to try. We can't let that fear freeze us from even making an attempt. The connections that we're looking to make, the opportunities we're looking to ascertain, the goals, the dreams, whatever, we're not going to just wake up and have that be. The price of the dream is to face the fear. Ooh, I like that. Thank you, Spirit. Actually gave me chills. The price of the dream is to face the fear. Ugh, this is hitting home for me. All right. Sounds good. The Smith here, overthinking and taking action. Well, that is us, right? 8 of Swords, overthinking. Something is on our mind here. Overthinking causes us to miss opportunities, though. So kind of that fear and dream colliding. All right, let's get a little further into this. Last message that came through was ought. Ought as in 0. Comes from the word not, as in nothing. 0. So this could be nothing and also everything at the same time, because ought also means everything. So I kind of get this. We've got an opportunity here, Gemini, to have it all or to have nothing. All right, let's get into this a little bit further. Do the animal cards. Can we pull a wild unknown animal card here for Gemini? What else is Gemini going through? What aren't they going through? Sea serpent and earthworm here at the bottom too. A new opportunity, you guys. A chance to be new at something. To go back to recorrect something, like I said, to correct something, to make a different choice, to do something differently. This happens when we allow ourselves to be in that space of being a newbie, though. So sea serpent is what comes through for us. This is the sacral chakra. I just got done doing Taurus, actually, and in the meditation, burnt orange came through. The way I took that was like sacral fatigue, creative fatigue. This, I feel like, for us, Gemini, is coming from the overthinking. There are too many thoughts. Too many thoughts. It's dangerous up there, right? And this is causing a disconnect here. I feel that the sacral here is working to come online. It senses this opportunity. Okay. Because of course, our energy is going to sense, our body even senses things before we are even aware. Our brain is thinking of things before we're even aware. So there's some creativity that's coming back online, an opportunity to grow something. This feels like we've approached this before, though. I'm going to pull a talisman oracle here, too, and then we'll get into tarot. For Gemini. Gemini. And this is a general message, you guys. You're extremely intelligent. So please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher if this message is for you. And if it's not, please leave it behind. Ooh. Elixir of life. Okay. This, I feel like, is what is at the center there as that cuticle's opening, tapping into, and the sacral, tapping into life force energy. So concealment and change comes through. Oh, interesting. Concealment with a Gemini? Change with Gemini? Oh, my goodness. So, like I've been saying here, there is an opportunity to change something, to change colors. Maybe you don't want to be a chameleon anymore. I mean, this is kind of a part of Gemini energy, but there are also undeveloped and developed experiences in all of the zodiac, right? So change, getting comfortable with change. I feel like we're being asked here to work towards changing ourselves less to fit in to the situations that we're entering and becoming more okay with things just being different around us. Leaning into crunch, okay? And concealment here. This is what's been hidden, the missed opportunities, the fear of failure, all of this. We've been hiding this behind a mask. The masked singer here. All right, let's get into tarot here. We'll do crows first. So with the signs, I do use 2 different decks here, so I'll get these shuffled real quick. This is the Crow Tarot we'll be starting with to check for hopes for Gemini. Ooh, the star there at the bottom. Everything. Renewed hope. I do feel like whatever this missed opportunity, it feels like maybe we've done this a few times here. Could be love, maybe with the same person, or a similar energy that we're finding pop up in different people. Whatever the case is, we have a chance to do something again. Five of Cups, something that was disappointing or caused regret. Okay, what about hopes here for Gemini, please? Spirit. Spirit. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles. Everything, yes, I already said that. So hopes here, Gemini. Hopes for us are all you ever wanted. Ten of Pentacles is your ultimate material and spiritual abundance. It's building and leaving a legacy. I feel like we are getting to this point, for some of us, we're getting to this point of realizing that maybe we are human, right? So at some point we will transition, we will die. I do feel like some of us are considering this, maybe not even what we're leaving behind, yes, but also our own, mortality, our own fallibility, right? So our hope here is to galvanize this. I feel like someone's feeling like time is running out and there's a need to like get our shit together. And maybe there is. Maybe not as much the time. I mean, we do run out of time, right, here in this experience. But we still have time to get started on whatever this is we need to. Wrap me out. All right. Curious Travels here for your second deck. For Gemini, we'll look at... Is that Ten of Pentacles? Yes, it is. Why, yes, it is, Gemini. Okay. We'll look at your fear here, too. Spirit, what do we have here for Gemini? There's Temperance here at the bottom, finding some balance. I just get that feeling of trying something again, an opportunity or a desire, hope that's floated off into the ether that we're working to pull back in here and make a part of our experience. Okay. All right, what else do we have here for Gemini as far as fear? Six of Pentacles. So this is your give and take, that give and take flow. From within, as within, so without. When we have a need, we're open to receive. When we see a need, we're open to give as we can, right? Being in your fear here, I do feel like maybe you're sensing that this opportunity is coming forward. This kind of feels like a person for some of us, but a dream or passion. For me, I know it's singing. I started that singing channel and I need to get my shit together and put stuff on there, right? The fear here would be, well, how would I be received? How are people going to take that? How am I going to take that, right? What will be? What will be? So there's a bit of opening up here that we're afraid to. Opening up that cuticle. Okay. All right, let's get into general energy here for Gemini. The Emperor. Bum, 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 bum. The Emperor is our power and authority. It's the divine masculine principle. Being in the present moment, being logical. I feel like we're talking about our ability with logic to be in the mind. We are Mercury energy, very quicksilver, right? Very quick, very fast, very speedy. Processing speeds, intelligence, wit, right, Gemini? I know you. I know you. You walked with me once upon a dream. Maybe there is some love, Gemini. Maybe there is some love. I feel like this can turn into a bit of an abuse of power, though, if we're not cautious. And that was coming through here with the Smith, overthinking and taking action. So the Emperor here is standing out. They're balancing here on this sword. There is a fine balance between taking the time to think and process and taking the opportunity to take action, right? So yes, again, it feels like there is an opportunity coming forward here to rebalance our own personal power and the power around us too. The Emperor can be 1414 on the timer. The Emperor can be a divine counterpart as well. So maybe this is a person for some of y'all. Maybe. Two of Swords here comes in to clarify the Emperor. A decision needing to be made. This would be a good representation of that mental energy keeping us stuck too. We got to break free. I've got to break free. We're feeling stuck in between two impossible decisions. And these both feel like they're coming from inside. The call is coming from inside the house. This pressure for us is coming from us. So we can put down the pressure, okay? whatever's causing this pressure. What I'm seeing or experiencing is that I think it was like an arcade game, and I think they made a board game too, but you hold on to these metal posts and it like shocks you, or I think it does shock you. It sends vibration or something through there. We can choose to let go. That's kind of what I'm getting here with this feeling stuck in between these two impossible forces. Like, I gotta hold on. No, you don't. You don't. You can let go and it'll be okay. There's a third option, which is stay safe, right? What else do we have here? General energy for Gemini. Patience, manifestations are on the way. You also have be open to change, be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. So what this feels like here, what I'm seeing is a tire with a nail sticking out of it, and it's like coming back around. So every time this nail comes back around, we have an opportunity to see it and do what we need to take care of that, right? Or we can keep letting it roll around. So whatever this opportunity is, person, dream, desire, etc., this is the wheel. It will continue to come back around. But the timing component here is, well, we do only have so much time here right now, right? This does have an expiration, this body. So this nail, whatever this is coming back around. What is the nail? Can we get a little more information on that, please? This is the Tea Leaf Oracle. Wind chimes. Peace and harmony. Hey. That, okay. Where is it that you feel that you are lacking peace and harmony? Or what is your thing that causes the most amount of irritation? Irritation came through a lot with Taurus, talking about building a pearl. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. We could look at this as like a card in a bike spoke wheel too, where it makes that sound. With the wind chimes, that's what's standing out to me here, that noise or that sound that's made. This irritation for you there, maybe it's not super painful, but it's causing some annoyance. Like whoever's got that freaking card. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So what I'm seeing, whatever that nail is, whatever that irritation is not directly connected to what it is that you're working to manifest or what you want, but it's that cycle of it coming around that is irritating enough, it hurts enough, annoying enough, that it sets us into a frequency where we're having a hard time pulling in our hope or dream or person. You see what I'm saying? Okay, move forward here a little bit. Or a lot of it. Good stuff for you at this time. Page of Cups. Gemini, Page of Cups. So this could be a person, there could be an offer of love coming through here. If that's the case, especially with the Page of Cups, being in the good stuff, I'm a little bit more hopeful about that. This does seem like either somebody who is naive when it comes to love or isn't fully prepared. Maybe they're, younger themselves, could be a younger person here. But being in the good stuff, I have hope for that. It feels pure, if that makes sense, the intent. We have to start somewhere, right? We have that with the earthworm here. We got to start somewhere. So if this is love, interesting. If this is love that's coming through, I do feel like try not to overthink it, okay? Let it unfold. Overall, though, here with the Page of Cups, this is what it is we're looking to manifest. We're finally pulling that cup down from the ether and making it real. It's coming, you guys. There's an opportunity to do this. We can be overwhelmed, though. Okay, that spoke. Back to that spoke. With the Page of Cups, there's a component of overwhelm of emotion, and this kind of tanks the whole process. Because it's in the good stuff, I see that as an opportunity to do something different. Maybe we do have that wave of emotion that hits us. If this is a person, right, memories and things, right, it's easy to do. But we're finding a way through that. Okay, what else here in the good stuff? Queen of Cups, too. A lot of cups. This could be relationship related, or just the way that we're expressing or feeling our own emotions, too. Queen of Cups here is very intuitive, healing, nurturing, just like the Empress. She can also be a bit protective of her emotions. So the way that I'm taking this, since that's kind of come through in both of these, is an adjustment to our own emotional experience. We're used to showing certain components back to that cuticle. The center, yes, yes. We're removing that protection. Okay. So this might make us feel a little bit nervous, Gemini, but we can do this, okay? It's a good thing. Ultimately, this is a good thing. We're being opened up, and the point of this is to be able to receive what it is that we are wanting, okay? I do feel relationship for a lot of you, though. Anything else here on the good stuff for Gemini? Manifestation, law of attraction, thoughts become things. Yes. We're totally talking about manifestations are on the way, you guys. Law of attraction, thoughts become things. We're talking about overthinking. I'm talking about that cycle, that nail that comes through and hits, causing issues with our manifestation. Boom, right there. I do want to look a little... My fingers. How do I use my hands? What else here in the good stuff, please? This manifestation. Eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yes, you guys, I love this. Love, love, love. Blessed Gemini. I feel like you are under... do we have... The star did come through as I was shuffling there. You're under a lucky star right now. And the star comes around. It comes around and all the way back around. But as that star's coming around too, so does the pain. And I feel like this pain, whatever's happened, trauma, whatever, you guys, down the laundry list, right? It's tripping us up. Like that gets triggered right before the star comes in too. And so we've been missing that opportunity. I feel like some awareness towards this is going to go a long way. All right. So what is in the dark? What is coming forward that we don't see right now? Four of Swords. God, this card come through so much for me. Four of Swords is about rest, healing the heart, switching from licking our wounds to actually healing a wound. So letting that star energy come through, finally taking that nail out. What else here? I'm going to pull a card separate here on that nail. It's just really standing out. Five of Pentacles as well. Coming in out of the cold and lack, the pain, the nail, you guys. We're starting to see, okay, our own contribution to that. Maybe we didn't place the nail there, whatever this irritation is. But there's nobody else, ain't nobody else going to get their happy ass over to our bike and pull that nail out for us, or car tire, whatever. We have to do it ourselves. I feel like the difficult part here has been we haven't seen it up until now. So I feel like we feel when something really good is coming forward, right? We feel that. Feel it in our bones. Look at your cycles. Do you find that, and if you're not journaling, start journaling, please. This makes it so much easier. When you get close to feeling that way, does something catastrophic usually happen? This journaling makes it so much easier to pay attention to these cycles, okay, you guys? I'm going to pull real quick here. What is the nail? What is the nail? We got the World and the Sun. Jeez. This does feel like something possibly traumatic from childhood here. A happy inner child with the Sun is what's standing out. The World, something major coming to a close. This feels like an event, possibly a parent, caretaker, something like that, that really shut something down inside of you. Could have been a partner. Like you approached, if this is love, you approached love the very first time and something fucked up happened, right? This shut down this very positive, vibrant part of you, Gemini. We love to play. We love to have fun. That can, we can have our light dimmed too, though, right? So that's what this nail, we didn't put this nail here. Got it. But we're being asked to clear it. We got to clear it or we're not able to take on the benefit of the star energy. Okay. Anything else here in what we don't see coming? Deception. Deception! False illusion, scarcity mentality, and falling into bad habits, which is exactly the Five of Pentacles here too. So we're being asked to be made aware. This is in the dark. We don't see this coming forward. Fear, expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. The mind, you guys, the overthinking. How do we change this? By paying attention, being present with the Emperor. By being present, we can't change the way that our neural pathways are concreting, into permanence. We can't shift that if we're constantly on our phones or engrossed in something that is pulling us away from the present moment. In order to change the function of the brain, we have to manually do that. We have to be present, okay? Don't deceive yourselves. Yep, there's a lot of things out there that are fun, but is it really? Or is it just siphoning dopamine, right? Let's look at your challenge right now. Okay, it does feel like love. 3 of Swords is what comes through. Heartbreak, loss, pain, stormy emotions. The 4 of Swords here too, I meant to mention. The 3 of Swords up on the wall there are the 3 of Swords. So we're hanging up the heartache. We're focusing on the truth here with the single sword. And that's what's allowing us to actually heal. 3 of Swords comes through, like I was saying with that nail. We may not have put these here, but we're the ones who have to take the swords out of our heart. Nobody else can do that. It's just us. So this is the challenge. Getting to that point of actually pulling it out, recognizing that we're the only one who can do that. Let's see, what else here? 2 of Wands too. Yeah, making that decision to grow. Allowing ourselves to be uncomfortable. It feels like we're trying to escape discomfort, you guys. And the goal here is not to be as comfy as possible. Turns out, it's great to be comfortable. It's great to have things that allow us to feel comfortable. That Venusian, speaking of Taurus, that nice, Venusian energy of experiencing pleasure and the sweetness that this life has to offer. But that is not a constant state of being. We have to allow discomfort along with comfort, or comfort doesn't mean anything, right? Right. Then we're just seeking dopamine like hedonistic fools. Okay. What else here in the challenge for Gemini? Awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. And that's the discovery, you guys, we have the power. You have the power. You're the one who's responsible for pulling this nail out of the tire, okay? The star energy is already there. That renewed hope, it's right there. It's ready to blast us, okay, into what it is that we want here. But we have to take ownership of the damage that's been done. Okay, anything else here on the challenge for Gemini, please? These are so tricky to shuffle. It's just a big chunk. You're supposed to pull them out of a bag, I guess, but anyway. Lily, spiritual love. Ooh, okay. I'm seeing that cuticle again. I do feel, Gemini, whether this is relationship love here, spiritual love, okay, love from the divine. Have we closed ourselves off so much in this physical realm that it's also closed off to the spiritual and emotional realms too? Because there has been pain in the past? Well, methinks mayhaps, especially with this coming through. This is the realization, shift, or discovery that we can change lanes, you guys. We can change lanes. Just put your blinker on, okay? Last message here for Gemini. Medicine Heart Oracle. Macaw and Cacao. I'm going to read this to you here. Within you vibrates a radiant spiritual power that expresses and attracts goodness. You can make peace with your experience and expression of power, infusing it with compassionate wisdom as an act of capacity rather than force. It is spiritually safe for you to claim your complete empowerment, discernment, and creativity. Set the limits you need, and you will transcend those that would hold you back. It's a little bit of like setting some healthy boundaries here too, you guys. But I love that. We're on point. We're on point. On point. You guys are doing great. You're great. I love you. I love you, Gemini. I do. I hope this message is helpful. If this does resonate with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I love growing with you guys, and it's been so much fun on this journey, okay? Personal readings. I have a personal mentorship available too if you guys need help a little bit more individually. Check out the links in the description of the video as well as pinned comment. And yes, take care of yourselves. I'll see you all that